So, I'm in Hagia Sophia right now, and it's a church that was converted into a mosque, but historically they've done restorations on it to uncover the Christian mosaics from when it was a church. It's really hard to get an idea of how big this place is, but I'm standing on one of those balconies over there. That lamp down there is just massive. I walked right underneath it, and it's the center of the church. If you look up, there's the main dome. These are the size of the chandeliers that you see. And if we walk over this way, through this arch, we can get a glimpse of some of the Christian mosaics that were uncovered. An angel there, and there's the Virgin Mary. You can't really see them from this angle, but what I think is interesting is in each corner of the main room there's an angel, and it's got 6 wings, so that means an example of, 3 sets of wings, so 6 wings, and that means it's an example of one of the thrones, I think, is the class of angel. You can see the interpretation there, but there's one in the corner closest to me that I can't get a shot of that actually has a face on it, which is interesting. Yeah. You can see just the detailing in the stonework over the arches is amazing. So I'm going to turn off the camera and I'll maybe get some more shots of on the main level before I head out. So this is the main level of the church, and I was down here earlier, but I was so in awe of it, completely forgot to turn the camera on. So I'm going to go show you the center light, and then I'll pan up and show you what the mosaics and galleries look like from down here. This was just like the coolest experience for me the first time I stood underneath this, because you just see this huge chandelier and you can walk right underneath it, and when you look up, you're right below the center of the main dome. And up there are the galleries where I was standing. I was on the other side, and there's the shot of the Virgin Mary that we saw earlier. And this is Hagia Sophia. I wish you could see the detailing up there in the arches, because it's just spectacular. You can't really get the full effect of the colors that are in here on the film. I mean, it's all very muted because it is so old, but it's just spectacular. So this is from when the establishment was a mosque, and it's the washing station, and it's one of the most beautiful ones I've seen. So you can wash before you pray. The grounds here are just gorgeous. There's some old gravestones just over there, so I'm going to go take a look and just wander around. I'll turn the camera back on in a bit. So here's some of the gravestone markers on Hagia Sophia, and there's some little native wildflowers growing around the bottom of that one. But what's the oldest thing you've ever touched? I mean, I never really thought about it until today, but there was this big stone cauldron at the entrance of Hagia Sophia, and I didn't have an audio guide, so I don't know what the significance of it, but it was hundreds of years old, and I reached out and touched it, and it was one of the craziest experiences in my life. And I don't know why, because I don't believe in all that New Age nonsense about things holding energy in that, but it was really an interesting experience. So if you're ever traveling and you see something historical that you have an option to actually touch, then do it, because it's quite an interesting feeling. So I'm just going to finish up my time here and head off. Thanks for being